When I think about this pandemic and what is going on, like why is this happening? What inside of us and our human experience has called this into being? And I think there's a few different layers and levels that we can look at. I have a talk called the elevator theory, spiritual path part 2, something you can find it on YouTube, but it's basically saying that there's levels of consciousness and each floor is a different reality based on our awareness and perception. So a couple of the things that I've been thinking about is the breakdown of the American family due to corporation and greed and wanting the big house and 2 cars. It's why should there be an absentee father so everybody can have more, do more, be more? The traveling across the country and being gone all the time is corporate America's agenda, and that's not family care. I noticed that when I was a child, where everybody had families. Divorce was unusual. And in today's world, divorce is very common. It's unusual for families to actually stay together. And being a family person and a person who enjoys family and who values family, it kind of breaks my heart that that country has been going through that thing, that this country has been going through that thing. And I'm like, look at how course correct has happened. And now we are forced to stay with our family. Yes, it drives us all crazy because there's too many people in the house trying to do too many different things. But if everyone's working from home now, in between work, there's time to spend with our children. And nature will do that. Nature will go out of balance and then come back into balance. It's our system, like our health will do that. If we're eating a bunch of garbage and we're stressed out and we're burning the candles at both ends, the body's going to collapse because it's saying, no, you've gone too far, got to course correct. We're made to lay down, rest, okay, and then slowly make some different choices. Like that was unhealthy, let me make better choices for my health now. Our country has been unhealthy, and I think this is a course correction. What caused it? Oh, we can say them, but maybe it's just our natural progression. So we've been forced to reconcile and become families again. And when we want to avoid and distract and not deal with our relationship issues, but we're stuck at home, we have to deal with them. So we're learning to be humble, to be more open, to be better communicators, to sit with our stuff and take good reflection and see how we're showing up. So that's been rough but needed, just like being sick is rough but needed. It's a course correction. And I also look at the battle between the dark and the light. And the people who are on the light side are like, oh, look at all that bad stuff happening. Yeah, there is a lot of bad stuff happening, but what if we were the cause of that bad stuff happening? What if people who are wanting better quality life, more connection, more communication, more heart-centered experiences, who want to just love and be loved, and that's their main focus instead of, the greed and all of that stuff that's being propagated and promoted and come on. Our wages haven't increased, I think 20 years. It's ridiculous. So there's a problem here in corporate America and the way things are being scheduled and the way life is being not lived. We're not living quality lives. Look at the pharmaceutical companies stressing us out and just profiting from our anxiety and depression. Look at addiction, look at suicide. It's all on the rise because we're not being healthy as a country. So what if the light people, the people who are seeking light, living light, being light, are causing this darkness to come up and out so we can heal it and move on to a better balanced life and community. It's really, really important that we get back down to the basics. What's the priority in your life? What's meaningful in your life? What do you want to know about yourself on your deathbed when it's all said and done? What do you want to say? I showed up for this. I stood for this. This is important to me. What are the values we're living from? I think this time to go home and just relax for 2 years now. We can say, you know what? My values are this. What's more important to me than money or this or that is health, is relationship, is the voices in my head and how I talk to myself, how I feel towards myself. I want to have quality of life. And I think this is an opportunity for us to reset, to reprioritize, and to find out what is it that we can do as individuals and small communities to make this world a better place from that kind of situation. So just have some thoughts to share. Thank you very much.